Welcome back to One Eye Television. Today we got a great topic. We're going to be talking about learning how to cope with life through art, and we're going to bring a special guest, my brother Jai, about his amazing art and what it's like being an artist and how he created his amazing style of art. So, can you introduce yourself, brother?
Hey, over here, over here, over here. Where we at? Well, did I get the camera yet? Well, my name is Ja Dreads. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm Ja Dreads, and
Okay, okay.
I produce a show here also called Live That Scenery, but I'm also an artist. I consider myself self-taught because I never had the formal training like you had to go to school or the opportunity to go to school to learn this stuff, you know.
Okay.
So today, the art that we're going to be presenting is some graphic arts, and basically it was my beginning introduction to graphic arts. You know, I've always been taking pictures from about 5 years old.
Okay.
And
So photography art.
right,
Cool, cool.
right. So
Very, very,
that was the
very nice.
bridge. That was the
Okay.
bridge for me. You know, I started with the photography, and it was just a tough time. My father had a double stroke, and I wasn't getting that same joy and that I normally would get from taking pictures or even just looking at the pictures. It was just like I was just staring at a blank canvas, basically, once again. And I wanted to do something new, try something new, and I downloaded a program specifically to edit my artwork, and it just had so many features on this program that I started playing around with the program, and
What's the name of the program?
I think it was called ACDC,
Oh, okay.
right? You know, basic program, still around today. A lot more fine-tuned than when I first started using it. I think it was like in the beginning stages when I first got it, so it was probably like version 1. And like I said, wanted to try new things, so I messed around with the little settings and the functions that they had there, and I discovered something new. And
Okay.
I liked what I discovered, and I found it to be a way of taking that same photo that I took and turning it into a piece of artwork and make it more than just a photo, you know.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Saying that, I one thing I can say about photography art, one thing I learned over the years of studying photographers, one thing I learned about really during the protesting days, the last couple of years ago, I would be around photographers when they was having the protests in
Right.
inner city and in New York in the barrows. I watched and observed the photographer artists, how they took pictures, different scenes, and how they edited once they took the pictures and put them on the computer. So that was very interesting to me how, because a picture can say a lot of things
Yeah.
in just one shot. And so me saying that, when you are creating your pieces, what 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 insight do you use to what are you trying to capture in your moments of art?
It's like a 3D artistic vision. When I'm looking at the pictures, I'm seeing something, I'm seeing everything in the background, you know.
Okay.
When I first started this journey, it was like you took pictures and then you took the film and you had to get it developed, and you didn't know if those pictures, if you even caught the picture, you know what I'm saying? And then it gradually advanced to where you can get a preview of the shot before you could take it. And then that advanced to where even after you take the picture, you can zoom in and see, you know, the world that's behind the same picture that you
Yeah.
took. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, that's the power of editing, when you can you can manipulate and you can add and subtract from the photo. and that's something that I learned in my, experimenting with the camera, using it, striving to create pictures. I'm not real good at taking pictures though, but I do my thing in certain areas. I practice taking photos, selfies, and whatever, especially around like graffiti art or the background, like you were saying, the
Right.
background play. And another thing that can the background plays gives a more depth to photography, art. You
Yes.
see what I'm saying? Because when you see the picture, when I look at a picture, I'm looking at the environment that the substance or the subject is in, And
Right.
so let me ask you this: which do you like the best, or which one is more comfortable, or you consider more your your favorite, far as your traditional art or your photography art?
They all like children to me. So when you have a bunch of kids, you can't say this one is your favorite, that one is your favorite, because they get jealous actually.
Oh, okay.
So they each serve like a different purpose. Like the traditional photography, to me, is a way to preserve like memories, and you know what I'm saying. That like to keep that time, and you can always go back to that time, whether it's a birthday party, whether it's you know what I'm saying, whatever you're photographing, you know what I'm saying. It's a way to keep that time and you know just I can't think of the word right here. I get brain freeze sometime when I
Well,
come
that's
in
all right.
here. But
That's very interesting, because like the reason why I asked that question is because when because there's different levels of art, and
right,
sometimes an artist can have more than one skill, and sometimes one could dominate the other. And the reason why I ask, because I always ask artists, and the way you put it, you said they're like children, that you can't love one without loving the other.
right,
And like I said, sometimes in my field of art, I try to put them all into one. And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, because sometimes it just don't fit,
right,
And like I said, when I'm trying to create, like for instance, I create comics, and then I create like realism.
right,
It's two different forms. So it's like when I'm dealing with the camera, that when I'm using the camera, see, you can use the camera to tie in with any form, because you can take pictures or you can record it. You
right,
see what I'm saying? So when it comes to videography and photography, it's like it's like it's like it can cover. It's like the cream over the art for me. You understand? Like you making a cake, it's the cream that go over the top of the cake.
right,
So that's what photography and videography is for. When it comes to my art, it's like it enhance it, make it better. You see what I'm
right.
saying? So that's why I asked which one is your favorite, and so now that we kind of broke down some of the insight on
Right.
what how you create and what it's like creating, let's kind of take a look at some of
Oh,
your art, and we critique it and break it down, and
yes.
you give us the backstories or the story behind each painting or photography art.
Okay, so with the first picture here, that was actually like Coney Island. And like I
Okay.
said, as a photographer, when you travel places, you just take pictures to document, you know what I'm saying, the location, the celebration, or whatever it is. And that was actually on the boardwalk. And you can see the clouds in the sky. You can see the sand on the beach, you know what I'm saying? And I'm actually on the boardwalk. That's not me in the picture, but somebody's walking by on the boardwalk in the picture. I found myself when I got into the graphic arts, I like to work with a lot of metals. I like my stuff to be metallic looking. So as we go through, you'll see a lot of metallic looking,
Yeah.
metallic style. I call it the italic style, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a
Okay.
Rasta, so everything is I, you know what I'm saying? But
I like how you use the red shirt. See red automatically pops out in the photo, and see the red and the way, cause the red make it pop and it draws your eye. Cause see that's something I learned when it comes to photography, art, or any form of art. You're striving to control the audience with their eyes.
right,
And when I look at for that art piece, I see the red shirt, and it's like pulling you to one side, but also it's like the other side is it's like a zigzag.
yeah,
See, what I learned to do. I learned to look at art and look at shapes and forms, the darks and the lights and the shaded areas, and that's what I see in that piece. So what is this piece called?
I couldn't tell you off the head. You know what I'm saying? Like this work, I did so many pieces of it, so they all have a name.
How long it took you to edit that piece?
It didn't take long because it was actually a photo that I just decided that I wanted to bring out more from the photo. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really see the sand in the photo anymore. You really, if I didn't say those was clouds or those dark things that you see in the sky, those clouds. You know what I'm saying? And really, the only thing that really stands out in this piece of work is the person. You know, you can distinguish that's the person. You know what I'm saying? And the pole next to the person. But that's some kind of building in the background. I don't remember what it was, but I do know that was on the boardwalk. And if you look where it's like yellowish, you can see the gate that separates the beach from the boardwalk.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Yeah, nice piece, man.
oh yes, you know, it was one of my first original pieces of working with graphic arts. Now I'm way more advanced than that right now. Now I can do stuff off of scratch, as you can see with my book covers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Right.
okay.
So this is when I was crawling. You know, they say you have to crawl
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you walk.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
we progress as we go, you know.
yes.
See what we got on the next one.
So
Okay,
this is
now this one is more. Let me see how I can break this one down. This one here is more in your face.
right,
Yeah, it's more like blah,
right.
and kind of give me details
It's the metallic, my metallic style again. I call it italic. But this is like the steeplechase. I don't know if you've been to Coney Island. This thing is a landmark that is still there. So people used to sit in like swings, and this thing used to
Oh,
swing
okay.
you around. This is actually that.
I like the color tones that you got. The orange is blue and greenish looking. Those two colors is very. They go together, you know, in the principles of art. Orange and is that like I said, a bluish greenish?
Yeah, it is. It's like a
Yeah,
turquoise.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying. That's them. See, that's another thing that I learned. Your color that you select in a paint plays a major part.
Okay, now here I was having a little bit of fun. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay,
hear
this
a
more
lot
like
of
what they say.
they
Here,
are here.
they are here. The aliens.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And in 2024, I was a little advanced for my time, but I
Okay.
guess they always was around. But it was just something that I just needed to bring to the.
So did you draw, paint that, or what is
All
that?
of these was actually pictures.
Oh,
That
it's a picture that you edited.
yeah. All
Oh,
of these is
okay.
actually pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And you know, even back then, okay, I was aware of what was around us, so I wanted to create a piece of artwork where it could speak without me speaking. Okay,
Here's another piece.
So this was like a collage of different pieces. You can see like the bridge I put here, and you see it's titled Universal Life. So on the top, it was probably a hand pointing like this. Then you have the bridge here. Then you have the next, after the bridge, you have a hand holding, I don't remember what it was, but then the next hand is holding a house. And then the last hand is a parent holding the child's hand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And, you know, I just wanted to show
Yeah, it's
universe.
like three different stories.
Right, actually five, you know what I'm saying? Five different, if you count the top part
The
with
top.
the
Oh, okay.
hand pointing to the sky.
Yeah. So, and when you're creating art like this, because like I said, every style of art is different categories and different purposes. You're creating the art.
Right.
Can you tell me what is your mission or your purpose of creating this form of art?
Well, you know, the good thing about artwork is sometimes you can include words also. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because sometimes, you know, everybody looks at it and they get their own impression
Yeah,
what they're looking
text.
at. But when you want to give them a little bit more insight of what these pictures represent and what these pictures stand for, then you're able to add words or symbols or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that was something like I wanted to make a statement. So some of my artwork, like the "They Are Here," okay, is that aliens are real. So I wanted to make that statement. That one, Universal Life, is just more appreciating the finer things in life. You know what I'm saying? And pointing to the sky. And that other picture is like sometimes people just feel like they're fell out the sky and they don't realize that there's a higher power, you know what I'm saying, just helping them and pushing them through life, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to acknowledge that also. And, you know,
Okay.
it,
Well, I mean, like when you were saying about you adding text to the pictures of art, and that is true because Basquiat and a lot of artists, you know, before us, I studied their work, and they do use words a lot. You
yeah,
know, graffiti art or even just regular text. You know, because it kind of like it helps it enhance the artwork. And sometimes I use words, but I notice it's depending on how you execute it as well,
right,
you know,
right,
because sometimes text can take away from it, but when you're using text, it does explain more, it gives more definition to the piece that you're creating. And that's
exactly,
something that's like even this piece here, freedom. Like, see, when you see a piece like this, first thing you think about, freedom. You know,
right.
so that can fall into many categories, many different perceptions comes with freedom.
Right, and like this is a add on to the last picture that we seen. So if you noticed, either pointing to the sky or, you know, there's some words written in the sky because that word is very important, that one. And right under it, I believe it says school. You can see the babies, you can see the kids, and then you can see the adults in the far corner over here. Just knowing what people had to go through previously with our ancestors to learn, you know what I'm saying? I don't think people should take school or the knowledge that you can get there for granted. It's very important. And no matter if you're 80 years old, you can always go back and pick up that education, but you're gonna need that also. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, that's like I said. When it comes to art, I'm always looking and striving to soak in all the knowledge that I can possibly get. So with this piece here is really what it says to me that I'm important. That's what I took from this image. I'm important.
Right.
So can you break down or
I wanted to do a mashup, and I wanted,
mash up? What you mean by that?
so you see, I have the graphic arts in the back, and then I didn't really distort the figure in the picture. You know what I'm saying? So I basically added the other stuff to the original picture.
Okay.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was a wall behind him, whether it was whatever behind him, I wanted to project what maybe he would be thinking, you know what I'm saying? So right there, you look at it, you would say, oh, he's in the music studio or any kind of studio, because you see the picture has the headphones, and this thing was just very important to me in bridging my photography and the graphic arts. So this is like my hybrid kid right here, basically.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, that from his expression, he's sending a signal to me that I'm important, and whatever's around me
Right.
doesn't matter. I'm important, and like I said, when it comes to me, I look at everything in the art form. Even when I look up in the sky and look at the clouds, I can see. You can see shapes.
Yeah.
You can see
Yeah.
faces. You can see. If you stare long enough, you can see all types of things that you would never imagine that you could see, and that's how I know that when it comes to art, art is very powerful, because no matter what you look at or what you study, when it comes to art, somebody either drew it, they had to draw it first, or they pictured it in their head and somebody sketched it. You see what I'm saying? And that's, like I said, when I'm looking at your photography art, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking at the shapes and the forms to kind of like give me the perception that, like with that last painting, it was the guy looking. He looked very serious,
Right.
very concerned about, what I'm saying, his figure as in the picture.
Right. And I mean, I take pride when I take pictures also, as well as when I'm doing my graphic art. So even when I'm painting, I just take pride in each and every one of them. And I wanted to project more than just with the picture. The picture was just him sitting there, you know what I'm saying, basically posing for the picture.
Yeah,
So-
you brung more depth to him.
Right.
Instead of a still picture, you brung more definition to his figure, and that's what you call art.
Right. And
Oh, okay. Now this one kind of interesting.
all right. Now,
Pyramids. Explain that circle in the background.
well, that's basically the circle of life. I told you, I like working with a lot of shapes, and it helps me get the point across that I'm coming with the picture. So that was the circle of life. And it's crazy because when I started physically painting, some of these same things projected on that canvas also. You know what I'm saying? So my graphic arts and my paintings are actually
I
similar.
like this one here. This one here is I like how you got the cool colors in the front and the warm colors in the back. It makes the pyramid pop, and and that's what I was saying earlier about using the different color schemes.
Oh, definitely.
You see this one, you got the warm colors in the front and you have the cool colors in the back. And I see you love pyramids. Can you, what's up with the pyramids?
It's just, it was just the collection that I was doing at that time was more of like an ancient Egypt, you know, pyramid pictures. Is probably like another 15 or 20 pictures that goes with this set. Unfortunately, I couldn't really pull them all today because I had planned to bring the hard copies of my paintings, and this, was just a last minute thing, but I wanted to still get my point across when it came to projecting the artwork that I had. In that last picture, you can see, like I tell you, I love the italic,
Okay.
the metal, you know what I'm saying? So you'll always find, you can see the pyramid still has its ridges, the sand, you know what I'm saying, picked up a little bit more texture than the normal grains of sand that you see. And even the skyline, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to present something more than just looking at a picture of a pyramid, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I like how you're using the different shapes with the different color schemes. Everything is being displayed to pop, you know. And as I continue to study and learn art, that like I said, the colors, that's something that because when I was early in the career of art, I I was just a black and white because I really didn't know the colors, the keys or the principles to the colors. And
Right.
and one of the things you can learn from the colors, you can study the sky with the land and the earth.
Right.
Like when the sun is up, it's like the the warm colors in the back and the cool colors in the front. But when the sun is going down, it's more the cool colors in the back and the warm colors in the front.
Right.
And like also sort of the earth colors, you
Right.
know, brown, green, those more like see all this plays a part. There's principles to them. So when you like for instance, before I learned the principles, I used to go into museums, and you ever seen paintings where somebody just threw some paint on the wall and they just run down, or somebody just did it like that, and you be like, how this picture is worth $1 million, and then you see a realism picture, people walk right past that picture, but they see a realism, a picture that look like they just scribbled or blast, paint on the canvas.
Right.
Once I learned that it's more than it's not the splash. It's the color schemes, it's the backstory, and it's who did that.
And then it's also like what the splashes are on. The
Yeah,
splashes
yeah,
is like
yeah.
the clouds that you was talking about. So people are looking at the splashes and they might have distinct shapes and distinct,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
that's what I'm saying, because I used to be baffled like that. I'd be like, how is this realistic picture, detailed to the T,
Right.
is getting looked over? Now, oh, I like this piece here.
So this is when I was in my American flag stage, and you know, like the eagle is like
See, that eagle look very angry.
well, it is my American flag stage, so you
Okay,
know,
it look very angry. Oh, I like this one.
right. So
So can you break down what you did to this? What did you add to edited this picture?
a lot of times I do variants. Like you'll see
What
this
you mean by
picture,
variant?
like you see it's just switch. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I do variants of the picture. So that was just an eagle flying,
And
and
so what you did? What you used a tool to like change the different colors and schemes on it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't.
So that's more like graphic design in it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
right. So it was just a normal picture,
Yeah. And
and
you took. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
right, and I made variants. You know what I'm saying of that normal picture. You see, originally this bird was flying in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? That's a nighttime vision of the bird.
Yeah.
You
I
know what I'm
like
saying?
this one. I like that one. That one there is more. I guess it's because it's more on the art. Cause see,
Right.
like I said, I love to paint.
And then this one was the
Now
double
that's nice.
exposure. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I turned the
So you turned it like two sides. Yeah, you took one picture and you made it a double.
yeah.
That's pretty neat. I seen art like this before, and could you tell us how you did that?
I just double exposed it.
So is it like when it was a one eagle, right?
Yeah, it was that one bird that
All
was
right.
just
So
flying.
can you tell us, was it what type of tool did you use to double it? Is it just a what what is it called that you to
It's,
make it that way?
it's an editing tool.
Editing.
You see a lot of people use it on a regular picture, and they take one half of themselves, say they take this half of their body, and then they put it together, and then the hands could touch. So it was
Oh, okay.
right.
So
That,
it's like it split the picture in half, and then you
Right.
just paste them together.
right.
Oh,
It does it. It does it for you,
It
basically.
does it. Oh, okay.
Right.
Cool.
But the colors and the background and stuff, I specifically picked those colors for that background.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, you see how you like I told you, see the warm colors make the cool colors pop. You see, you got the warm colors in the back, and the cool colors is in the front. The brown, the look like a dark blue or something, or beige. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, see, I learned that when that's how you make pictures pop off to people, and you evidently you have it in your art.
Yeah, and it's really when whoever looks at it, they're gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna see their own vision, or because even on the bottom, you would think that was like a volcano or something. As you can see on the two far sides, the clouds is down here, but we got orange clouds. You know what I'm saying? But we got you can say magenta or lavender suns in the sky too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
So this was just like a basic honeybee picture that I wanted. I told you I love metallic, so I wanted to add the metallic feel to it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, when you decided to take this bee, what messages you striving to send to the world with this bee?
I'm just a
It's
big,
very huge. So the reason why I'm
Yeah.
asking is because, see, in the art piece, it takes the whole picture. So it's like huge.
well, that one, I'm a big Wu-Tang fan, so you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I
Now
had to have
I
my killer
forget.
bee.
You
Right.
know, Staten Island is
Right.
based around the bee. You
Right,
know.
I had to have my killer bee there,
Okay.
you know.
Now this one here, it gets spooky.
Well, this one, the program director, I actually printed this one out. You know what I'm saying? So she actually has a giant metallic copy of this that she can put on her wall. I'm trying to get her to put it back up on her wall, but
You ever seen that painting, Scream?
right.
I think it's a Van Gogh.
Yes.
That's what this picture reminds me of.
Everybody kind of says that.
That's what it brings to me. It reminds me of that picture, bro. Like, because it looks, I ain't gonna say it looks spooky, but it just remind me of the Van Gogh.
And then, as you can see, put that one back up, Charlie. All right. As you can see, we have that spooky moon,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
red moon that we never seen before. And then you
So
see,
what is that? Like a person? A
that's
reaper?
a nun, actually. That's why it says nun
okay, a
rules
nun.
there. Right, it's a nun. And then you see on the other graffiti on the wall is WWJD, which is what would Jesus do, basically.
Oh, okay. But okay, so right beside the nun, it's like a tornado is swirling. That's what I see. It's like a tornado swirling towards the moon.
That's what I love about the metallic. You know what I'm saying? When I work with the metals, it's like you can do more. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you would
Is
think.
that like graffiti on the wall?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So,
It is.
but like I said, this picture remind me of Van Gogh. It gives that energy. You know, great picture, great.
Yeah, that's why this was one of the few pictures that.
When did you create this?
Oh wow! I told you this was in my crawling stage of doing graphic art, so this was probably like 2010, 2011, yeah, somewhere around
okay.
that.
Nice piece of artwork. Nice piece.
Actually, all of this stuff, this is what I was into before I actually got into the studio. You know what I'm saying? I was doing this, also.
Cool. That very interesting.
So I love lions and also a Rasta, and that's our main colors there.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Nice piece. The king of the jungle. Likes
right.
this one here. So this look like digital art. Is this a painting or is it
Uh, yeah, you could say it's a mixture. As you can see, I also went in his eye and put the colors in the eye.
red? It's
Right,
red, right?
red, gold, and green. Also, you
So
know.
did you add the background?
Uh, yeah, I did. I drew that in.
Oh,
You
okay,
know.
you drew that. So
Yeah.
this is mixed media.
Yeah, yeah. A
Oh,
lot of
okay.
it is
Yeah,
mixed
so that's
media
why I was
too.
asking. It looked like a painting on.
But it was originally a picture of the lion, uh, profile of the lion. Just like this one was just originally a picture of just a lion there.
Oh, okay.
And I added the background. So a lot of the stuff I added the background to the picture also. And I like working with shapes. You know what I'm saying? I like working with shapes a lot. Um, it brings more dimension and depth to the picture. You know what I'm saying? And like there, once again, I put the flag in the eye. And the next picture you can see also,
I like this one here.
right, we have the red, gold, and
Yeah.
green. You see, red, gold, and green is also my favorite colors too. So you have the one red eye, the one green eye, and then the sun represents the gold in that picture. And then that's also a variant too. So I do a lot of variants. See, now here goes the metallic variant of
Yeah,
it. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that one there as well. So let me ask you, on creating this type of art, what are your goals and plans with this type of art?
At that moment, my father had a double stroke, and I had to find a way to offset his bills, and the photography really wasn't making it for me.
Yeah.
Everybody could take a picture, so I needed to make these same pictures that I took and had into unique, something unique, and something that like when somebody owned it, it's like I own it, and it's not just a regular lion or that you can get off of National Geographic or something.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, very, very interesting topic we having today because, like I said, me as an artist, I always like learning from other artists and getting different perceptions and concepts in different levels and forms of art, And like I said, me studying this work here kind of sparked new ideas and
Okay.
new journeys that I may want to tap into.
Okay.
So kind of break this one down. This one here look more
So this is like another double exposure picture.
twilight.
Right.
Yeah, it is a double. Yeah,
Right.
I see.
Right. You can see the reflection, like if you was looking in
Yeah.
the mirror, you was looking in the lake or anything. And then that's a variant of it. You know what I'm saying? And this one
That
has
look like a man standing in the middle. I don't know if others could see that, but that's what
actually it was. It was.
it look like.
Right, it was,
See.
but this is a double variant of that. So you
Oh,
don't see,
okay.
you see the legs is gone in
Yeah, it
that
look like some
first picture.
legs. It look like a
Right,
head. Yeah.
right, it is. And then I played around with the background texture of the pictures too.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
See,
this,
like,
I
see
changed the
that?
colors. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I go another metallic. Love metallic, my italic. Version of that, and then that's probably like a quadruple. We do the double, but we can also keep doubling and doubling and doubling. So that was probably a quadruple.
Yeah.
And then
What are
this,
some of your who are some of the artists that inspired you to want to
oh,
paint or create art?
definitely Basquiat.
Okay.
Keith Haring, I like a lot too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff in the subways, graffiti.
right,
Yeah.
right, the iconic stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And a lot of the traditional artists I like also. I just don't like basically you see how a lot of times they just want to copy the same thing over and over and over and over. I always think you should add to it and bring your version of it, and instead of just recreating. So I don't really, besides the two artists I named, I do like Pollock a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people just think he just threw the paint
Yeah,
on
but
there.
he created his own brand, his
Right.
own style. Cause like I seen his stuff, and I was like, that ain't how, you know. Cause I even Basquiat, when I looked at Basquiat work, I said, man, I'm better than that. But it's not about if you
Right.
better. It's about how you execute what you're saying
Right.
and who you're mingling with,
Right.
and also it's your journey, your backstory that makes your art valuable. And when you just said pilot, like I said, when I seen his work, I said it looked like he just throwing stuff on the wall, but he found a way
Right.
to carve his own lane, and that's something that, cause see, like you just said, a lot of people try to, like I see, like today, I see a lot of people try to mimic Basquiat style.
Right.
And I understand he's influenced or whatever, but I don't want to see what makes you great is you create your own lane. See, when you mimicking others, you can't. Because a lot of people say, like I always debate against artists who say that they are self-taught artists because I know I'm not a self-taught artist
Right.
because long before I ever picked up a pencil, I seen other artists and I studied them. I asked them questions, or I looked at films, or I learned different things by doing it around people and they showing me. So I never consider myself a self-taught artist. So in saying that, I see artists who say that they're self-taught but all their art is it look like Basquiat, or all their art look like other artists that came before them. So how you're self-taught and all your art looks just like somebody
Somebody
who
else.
came before you?
Right.
See, I considered Basquiat, someone like Basquiat, he created a style that did nobody have. You see what I'm saying? So that what makes him, even though he's seen graffiti, people writing on walls, paint drawing, he still created a style that's being mimicked all over the world. You see
Right,
what I'm saying? Because
right.
I follow a lot of people on social media that they art, you see Basquiat in it. You see it all over it, you know, and that's why I was asking you, like, who inspired you? And it's good you said Pilot. He's
Right.
could you give us kind of like more depth in where you're striving to take your art journey as you continue to create?
I just want to continue to get my
Oh,
own
I like this.
original, and that's a variant. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. Did you put that white over there? Or like it's like a man
Yeah,
behind
it is.
it is?
Yeah.
So how did you create this?
From picture.
It's a picture
Yep. It's a picture.
and you put the white was already over the picture.
No, I added all of that stuff there. Like if when he goes through these pictures, you'll see it's like 4 variants that I
Yeah.
show. You know what I'm saying? Of this specifically, that's a variant. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a metallic variant also. You know what I'm saying? And what really stuck out to me with this picture was like, as I was doing it, I started to notice it was like some wings behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like the first one. Yeah, that one right there is I like that picture there. It's I don't know, it's just something about it. I like it.
Right. So, like what you were saying, it goes. You have to be able to find your own style and find your own footing, and hopefully, as we go through these pictures, you'll understand that I do have a unique style. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's using the italics, like this was just a regular shadow. You know what I'm saying? And you see, that was just a regular shadow also. I think that was me and my son. And you would think that was maybe Jesus and apostle if you look
Yeah.
at that.
So
Right.
what, you took a picture of your shadows on the ground?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
right. That was another one that I printed out and I gave to,
That's you know what, I seen some people do that type of art on yeah, I seen people do that. Like that's a good form of art.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and so is that, did you add that sun, or that sun was
That sun was actually reflecting in the picture also.
off the camera?
Yeah, off the shadow, actually.
So I'm saying the shadow, you took it off a window or the concrete?
Off the ground. I was at a
Okay, off the
football
ground.
game, so it was actually like a turf that I
Oh,
took it
okay.
off
That
of.
that look like the original, is it? That
No.
look like it's sort of like it's the original.
No, none of them is the original.
Oh, it's not?
They're all variants of it.
So you took a picture of, yeah. That, see, like I said, see when you even with
Yeah, this was a
videography,
double exposure of it, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
so even with photos, photography, and videography, the shadow, I've seen people capture shadows in their work, and I even seen a person, like they seen a puddle of water, and they instead of filming the person or taking the picture of the person, they took the picture through the water, the reflection of them off the. So
That
like
was
I s-
actually a test shot, you know, like
Yeah.
before you, if you're a photographer, before you start snapping pictures, you actually do a test shot first to check,
Oh, okay.
right, your lighting and everything. So that was actually a test shot. And then when I went back and looked at it, I was like, oh, I can work with this right here. And I worked with it, you know.
It's pretty cool.
So
I like this one. This one here look very powerful.
this is me on this far side over here. And
Well, looking like somebody attacking something. That's what it looked like. It looked like somebody is attacking. Break it down.
oh, it was just me and a young lady in the picture, and she has her arm crossing her head, actually. And I just took it, and I wanted to see where I can go with it. You know, once again, we have this smooth metal, and then we have like that liquid metal effect. I love just experimenting with the metal effect also.
Oh, okay. Good work. Good work.
Thank you. So here is just also me again in the picture. You probably don't see me, but I'm maybe mostly the focal shot. I don't remember what I was doing in this picture, but it was an action shot, whatever I was doing in the picture. And I added the sun too. You know, sometimes I add my own elements.
Okay. What tool you use to add the sun? Just a white bright light, or what? Like what is it? A white paint?
No, it's actually like a circular, bright circle.
Bright circle?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Bright circle.
What program you using when you editing this?
All of these pictures I did on ACDC.
ACDC. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this was
I like
me.
this one here.
Right.
It kind of giving off that look. Look like someone walking into the Matrix.
Right, and then you see like the matrix switched up. So this was just one picture of me standing in the hallway, you know what I'm saying? So those are the walls, the floor, and the ceilings that I'm just playing around with, you know what I'm
So
saying?
that's really an actual picture of you.
Yeah.
So you're using realistic photos,
Yep,
twerking it with editing through software. Okay. Like I said,
yeah.
I like this one. Now
Okay,
this
so
look
this is
like,
a double
this look
exposure.
like Sub-Zero or somebody, a ninja. You look like a ninja, man.
And then okay, so this was like the original picture here. But go back to the other picture, Charlie, and you can see like it's even some kind of skeleton or some kind of insect face behind my cousins. These is all my cousins that's in the picture, actually.
okay.
So I double exposed him. And my little cousin, you can see he's on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But it just
But
brought...
see now that when I'm looking at it, see I didn't see what you just. I'm telling you what I saw. I see a ninja.
Right.
Well, look, see now when you broke it down, now I see the two men with the look. But when you looking at it, if you look at the top with one face, it look like a ninja mask.
Right.
Do it?
Yeah.
I know I'm not, but when you just show, I'm like, yo, like,
Right.
yeah,
So
that's the power of art.
yeah, it is. It is. I love to have fun with it. So now this is all of my cousins in the picture, and this is that one on the side is the one ninja that you were seeing twice in the other picture. You know what I'm saying? And see my little cousin on the bottom again. But I wanted to. I added the background to that. Also, this is once again. I was just in a hallway or something, and I wanted to keep me and just change the canvas that I was on, So I changed the background and once again, playing with a lot of shapes, okay? And taking the metal
Okay, that look like the Statue of Liberty.
it sure is. So this picture I probably caught coming across on a ferry, and
Okay.
when you're on the ferry and you get to the Statue of Liberty, everybody runs to the window and starts snapping. So this was one of those pictures I snapped.
If I could get $1 for every person that looks at that Statue of Liberty, I would be a trillionaire.
So I wanted to have a little bit of fun with the Statue of Liberty, and even to
Have
this
you
day,
ever been actually in there?
when I was young, they used to take us in public school. We used to have trips there.
It costs, right?
No, it used to be free. I guess the
I
school
think it costs now.
offsets the payment, but it really wasn't that. It was an expense for the child. Maybe you pay for the lunch.
So have you've been inside the Statue of
Yeah.
Liberty? So inside the Statue of Liberty, is it like hallways and stairs or something?
Yeah, it's stairs that you can go up to the top.
All the way to the head, right?
Right, to the top. I don't think they let you go up there no more.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't think they let you go up there no more, but maybe in the 80s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I don't seen photos with people like taking pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably because it's an old statue now, and it probably I don't know. Like I said, I
It's
see
just
a lot
off
of people.
limits, right? It's just
They
off
still go
limits.
over there though. Matter of fact, I may need to go over there just to go.
Yeah.
I don't been past the Statue of Liberty a million times.
That's
now I
what-
like this one. This is
Okay.
a nice piece of art as well. So this piece here reminds me of the hood.
Yeah.
Did you take a picture of this or this? What is this?
I took this in Harlem, actually. I was in Harlem, and it was just once again, it's just a regular picture, and I just went back in and, did what I did with the pictures. Once again, I wanted the metallic effect to it. The truck, you probably don't see the van over here. There's a storefront over there. Actually, the crosswalk is actually behind the truck, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to project that out. Another one, this is a city bus, and I just happened to be taking a picture of it, and I think that's the UPS truck next to that one, you know what I'm saying? And then the skyline in the background, and then you still see the building structure behind the bus also.
Okay.
Now that was just like a regular box in my house, and I just wanted to have fun with it and
Yeah, you just experiment.
Right.
See, that's how you get better, and that's how you learn different things to do with art. And that's something that I learned as a person working with a camera. Trying new things and
Right.
not being afraid. To take your art to the next level when you learning hands-on. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's how you put yourself into it and make it your own, is by experimenting and knowing your limits and testing your limits. You know what I'm saying?
So now that you displayed a lot of your work and showing some of your work,
Right.
can you, before we end the show, let the world know what's coming up next for you in the art world, the photography world? What are your next goals as far as creating art, and what you see yourself doing in the next couple of years?
Sky's the limit when it comes to that, From this, like I said earlier, I was able to advance to what I'm doing now with my book covers and my title pages and all of that. Now I don't really need a picture behind me. I can just do it off my head and create this stuff now. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Freehand. But I would like to do more outdoor installations on the outside, you know what I'm saying? Or even now that we have these 3D printing machines, I would like to print a lot of 3D versions of some of my artwork. And
Yeah, yeah, like I seen, like that's how they make toys now.
Right.
Yeah, like toys and the bobbleheads and
Right.
things like that. Yeah.
so I would like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it brings a three-dimensional view of what we're looking at flat, you understand what I'm saying? And with me, sky's the limit. You see, this is another form of art that I just enjoy doing, and I did a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But I've also done paintings, and what we got coming up in future, I'll be able to bring some of those in, and we'll be
Yeah.
able to look at those, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, now that you bring that topic up, we're thinking about creating a show that's going to be based around bringing different artists to our show to help them display their art, share their story about their artist. So if you know any artist that is looking to share their artwork with the world on TV, on all platforms and ready to take their art to the next level, you all can reach out to us. You can reach out to us at One Eye Television at gmail.com or give them an email.
Live That Cine
Break
at
it down.
at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's seen it at
Gmail.com.
and also at Graffiti University Comics at gmail.com. We're looking for artists that could come to our show. We would love to display your art on our show to get you all on platforms where the world can learn about you all's story, you all experiences as an artist, and just explore a whole nother level of what it's like for you to display your art. We would love for that. So if you are in any 5 boroughs of New York or even in New Jersey,
Or even
Anywhere.
anywhere, the 52 states out the country.
you would like to
Right.
travel to come to One Eye Television, or like I said, we're gonna branch off and create a new show called. We haven't got a name
Right,
for it,
right,
but
right.
we will be creating a show. But until then, we still have available space on One Eye Television until that show come into existence. That we can
Definitely.
create amazing artwork for you all. And we also going, like I said, our show is based around art and creating art. So thank y'all for coming to our show, and we would love to see y'all next time on our show.
Right, and it would be great to have
Yo.
great to have us look at the art and
Yeah.
right. We're two great artists, so
Yeah, we're gonna break it down and let them share their stories.
That's right.
That's life.
Right.
Living in the art world.
And it's a different set of eyes looking at it and different visions looking
Yeah.
at it also. So
Yeah, that was a good
until
show.
next time.